Okay, welcome everyone to the special council meeting. It's May 7th. The time is 6 p.m. And with that, I'll call the meeting to order. And second item on the agenda is the adoption of the agenda. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Okay, second.
Second.
Okay, any amendments or additions?
No.
Okay, I'd like to amend the agenda to include a closed portion of the meeting to address labor according to section 90.1 C and I. Okay, any other amendments?
Discussion? Need a second first.
Oh, okay.
Second.
Okay, we have a second.
Sure.
Okay, any other amendments?
So move adoption as amended.
Okay, so all in favor? Sorry?
Are we looking at adoption as amended then?
Yes.
Yeah, adoption.
Yeah.
Adoption as amended. Are any comments? I should ask, is there any comments or
Call the questions.
Can we assume this is the same thing from the previous special meeting that never happened?
this is a follow-up to the special meeting from April 24th that didn't happen?
Jamie's is going to come through the door. So.
Okay.
Council.
Jamie?
Hello, Councillor Cunliffe.
Hello.
Councillor Cunliffe, we've called the meeting to order. We're on the second item. I've proposed an amendment which includes moving into a closed portion of the meeting subject to section 90.1 C and I. And we're at the point to call a question. And this is in regards to the special meeting that was not called because the quorum wasn't present on the 24th of April.
Yeah, so I had some concerns about the material that's provided for that, or wasn't provided, and not understanding what it's about, and I'm still seeing the same predicament, to be honest. So, yeah, I just wanted to understand clearly what that was about, other than the report that was submitted,
Well,
and no further off.
the report submitted was very self-explanatory. So I won't go into detail in that because, of course, that was proposed in a closed portion or for a closed portion. So
My comment would be that in as much as we're being led around by the nose here again, I would expect if this has been something from 2 weeks ago, and there was to be a closed portion, then the details that we asked for 2 weeks ago in writing should have been provided to us in advance so we can prepare. They're not. So this is a last minute leading around by the nose again.
okay, nothing has changed since April 24th. Just to answer your question, the report still stands.
Doesn't answer my question at all.
Okay, Councillor Bowden.
Could I clarify what the leading around by the nose means? I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm not interested in debating it. It simply is a statement of fact. So call the question from my point of view.
Okay, any other comments?
I'm not sure what the statement of fact is, but anyway, that's fine.
Okay, I'll call the question to all those in favor of amending the agenda as proposed. Opposed?
Opposed.
Okay, motion defeated. So the agenda remains. Okay, we'll go to item number 3, public participation. Anyone in the gallery? Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Rose Dudley, resident for 52 years in Hines Bay, and one of the people formerly referred to as the outraged. Well, presently, I'm outraged about the amount of money that we taxpayers will be on the hook for if the present rate of spending continues. Firstly, I refer to the audit, which was always completed on time in the past for around 40 to 45,000. compared to this year's cost, which is already up to 120,000 or more, because I think at a meeting I recently heard Ross mention 150,000. And it's already over a year late, and it's still not complete. And now I see we're advertising for a new auditor. Secondly, I'm concerned about the legal fees, which have already tripled those of the past. I get the feeling that perhaps lawyers are being consulted too readily. One example is when the specifications of the beach park grant were being questioned. A lawyer was hired to see if the rules stated clearly on the grant application could be disregarded. I found this to be a very worrying trend, and even suggests a culture of arrogance when council members believe they may be able to circumvent government rules. Finally, it is public knowledge that the architectural work for the Clap building and the beach park was carried out by an individual whose credentials were not kept up to date. And now we are in the position of having to hire another person for the work, having already paid out almost $70,000 to the original architect. Will council be requesting the fees paid be returned? Carl Brewer, some meetings ago, outlined all the essential spending the village is facing immediately. So we know that we don't have a penny to waste. I would like to remind the mayor that residents were promised fiscal responsibility, which, by the way, we'd always had under the previous council and staff. But to date, in my opinion, we have seen few signs of fiscal responsibility. Thank you.
Okay, anyone online? Marina?
We have no one's first.
Sorry, no, okay. We'll move to item number 4, unfinished business, and we have item 4A1 and A2. So the first is the 2024-2028 5-year financial plan bylaw number 632, 2024. On page 2, recommendation is that the 2024-2028 5-year financial plan number 632, 2024 be adopted as amended. Do we have a motion?
Moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay, discussion, comments?
I was gonna pass a comment for Rose's benefit, but she's left, so. I was just gonna pass the comment that the one thing that did change between the last budget and now was the legal fees. Out of the list of things that I put forward, that was the only one we all agreed upon. Yeah, that's my comment, so.
Okay, any other comments? No? All in favor?
I'd like to make a comment,
Okay.
just a general comment again. You know, I've spoken about my concerns about this budget and the budget process before. Let me simply say this, that in as much as this council's chickens are beginning to come home to roost, I view this process, thinking back to what we just heard from the resident, as an active furtherance of the concealment of our sins from the public. To be clear, this is our poster child for fuzzy math. It's our document of deception and concealment on that front. And for those who are familiar with it,
Okay, excuse me,
It's
you're out of
our-
order. You're out of order. Sorry, this is a document that's put together by our staff.
yep,
And
it's
you've
ours
got
as well.
to be showing a little bit of respect for the staff and their work, okay?
This is my
To be
comment
calling
as to the
people
budget.
deceitful and that is out of order, so I'll call that out of order. Is there any other comments before we call the question?
Excuse me, I'd like to finish.
And please keep within the bounds of respectability.
I have said that this is our document in as much as we've been working on it, and I'm not blaming anyone but us for that. This is ours.
And I'm asking you to keep it respectful.
This is
Comments.
our responsibility. And our responsibility is to do right by residents, and I'm saying that we're not. And that's simply what I'm saying, that we are responsible for this and we need to be accountable. And I view this as our descent into Dante's eighth circle of hell.
Okay, keep it on
There you go.
track, please.
That is track. You might want to look
Okay.
that one up.
Respectful language, please, at the table. I'll remind everyone once again. Okay, all in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Okay, motion carried. Okay, item 4A2, tax rates bylaw number 635, 2024. Recommendation is that the tax rate bylaw number 635, 2024 be adopted. Do I have a motion?
Moved.
Second? Second, okay, comments, questions? Okay, all in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Okay, motion carried. Okay, we'll open it up to public questions.
Oh, just.
We'll open it up to public questions. Any comments or questions on online?
No.
Okay, a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Moved.
Second, okay, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Shortest ever.